The only thing is you just have to get situated in a spot where you can watch what I'm doing while you're on your bed. So that can be a little challenging. But we're going to start on our backs. So whether you're on the floor or on the mattress, you're going to bring one knee in towards your chest. Other leg is nice and extended. Whatever you feel like doing with that other leg is fine. I like to interlace my fingers. Okay? And then from there, grab right below my knee, right at the top of my shin, and I'm just pulling in towards my ribs. So I'm starting on my left leg. So I'm pulling my left leg, my left thigh, towards the left side of my body, my left rib cage. You're just holding it there. Now the challenge is trying to relax. Trying to let go of the tension in your legs. Both legs. Even though one is extended, try to release the tension there. And then on the leg that's being pulled in, try to release the tension in your foot, your ankle, your calf, your legs, your quads, right? Really. And your hips. Try to just let go of the hips and then give it a little extra pull with your arms. The arms are the only part of your body that really have the tension and real work going right now. So it's just the upper body. Nice and easy. Release. Slowly go to the other side. So you extend that other leg out. Bring in the knee on the other side. Interlace your fingers. And then bring in that knee. Start slowly. Right? Just first get used to the position that you're in. Making adjustments as needed, and then bring that knee in towards your chest or towards the rib cage, really. The right side of our bodies. Holding in nice and tight, keeping it there. And now start to think about relaxing the feet, foot, toes, ankle, quads, the glutes, your hips. Get a little release. Nice and easy, let go. We're going to get both legs in if you can. This is optional. If you can't do this one, then I want you to just completely relax with your legs fully extended. They call it a corpse pose, but again, that's a bad word to use on campus here. So I'll try to refrain from using it. But all it is just a relaxed position. Legs relaxed, feet relaxed, arms relaxed. That's all it is. If you can, bring both legs in, and you're wrapping your arms around both legs, and then you kind of rock back and forth. Without losing your balance, of course. It's a little easier to do in your mattress, but I went a little too strong and hard, and I shifted way too much to my right. But you can rock a little bit back and forth, going side to side. If you can't do that, don't worry. We're going to only hold this for a couple more seconds. And then we're going to move on. But it's just a nice way to loosen up the back. All right. Hold on to one leg again. I'm going to start with my left. With my right hand, I'm going to pull my left leg over to my right side. My left arm is extending out towards the left, away from where my left leg is going. Right, so my left leg is going all the way over to the right side. My left arm is reaching all the way out to the opposite side, to the left. Now think about keeping your left shoulder down as you're trying to reach with that left leg. Now the left leg, really, how far it goes over really doesn't matter. Focus on the left shoulder, the left arm being down. Then from there, wherever your leg goes is wherever it goes. You're just trying to get it across the body. Right? It can be straight, it can be bent, whatever feels better for you. It all depends. And every person is different. Right, so kind of play with the leg, play with your shoulder, your arm, your back. Right, see what you can do. Listen to your body. Don't force the stretch, especially on this one. We're going to go to the other leg, but we never want to force the stretch. Right? We always want to be gentle, and we always want to ease into our stretching. So now I'm pulling the right leg in. I'm going to hold on to the right leg with my left hand. And then from right here, I'm going to extend out the right arm to the right, keeping the right shoulder down, bringing my right leg over to the left side. Focus on the right shoulder being down. You can still do this from the mattress. You just have to adjust a little bit, get things out of the way, adjust your body on the mattress. And again, don't force it. Do what you can. Make it work for you. Right? Even if you're not going as far as me, it doesn't matter as long as you're feeling it. It's all relative, and you should be feeling it across the glute into your lower back. Maybe a little bit into your shoulder on that extended arm. You might feel a little something. Maybe a little bit in the chest, and that's okay. But primarily, you'll feel the stretch through the glute, the hip, and lower back. All right, nice and easy, come back. Your feet are going to be wide. At least the width of your shoulder width, maybe a little wider, maybe as wide as your yoga mat. It just depends on your leg length, your hip width. See what you can do. We're just going to drop one leg down. So legs are bent, feet are flat. One leg at a time is going to go down towards the floor, going in towards the middle. Hips are down, upper body's relaxed. Right? And we just force, you have to actively think about contracting your inner thigh, your inner leg, your growing muscle, and forcing the knee down towards the floor. Keeping the foot grounded. It's okay. It's going to tilt to the inside of the foot. That's all right. And then you come back up with that same leg and then go down with the other leg. Adjust your feet or foot as needed. Adjust your body as you need to. And again, you have to actively think about contracting that inner leg and forcing the knee down, but forcing the knee down gently, right? Because you have to actively contract your muscles to bring the leg down so that you start to feel a little bit of a stretch on that upper hip pelvis area, maybe the thigh and the outer part of your thigh. Every person is different. Again, go to the other side, and we're just going to shift back and forth now. And it's okay if your lower back, as I'm doing my right side, my right low back is and my right hip, my right glute are really starting to lift. Now, if you're in a mattress, you have a little more give. You may not feel this lift as much as me because I'm on a flat, harder surface. It really exacerbates the lift in my lower back and my right glute. So I get a bigger range of motion on this, and that's okay. That's all I wanted to say. That's fine if that happens. Go to the other side. Bring that knee down. It's okay if those hips kind of tilt and shift on you. No big deal. So really, when we focus on low back work, it's really the hips. All the muscles that are in and around and connected to the hips. Again, other leg. We're going to do one more time on each side. And so that's all you focus on is when you work on your lower back, you're trying to stretch out the hips. Obviously, the one stretch we did prior to this one where we were bringing one leg over to the one side and the arm out to the other, that is specifically a low back stretch. But the glutes were involved too. But you can see this one, dropping the knee, that's a lot of hip work, right? and you're getting mobility in your hip. This next one, opposite now. The knees are going out to the side. Feet are coming together. The bottoms of your feet are touching, coming together, and the legs stay bent as they go out to the side. You can apply a little pressure with your hands on top of your inner thighs and push down. Otherwise, your leg weight and gravity is enough. And give it a try. And now you start to feel the growing inner part of your hips. Right? All related, all helping, giving our bodies a little bit of a break. The hips are everything. The glutes and hips, the powerhouse to our body. So the glutes need to be strong. When they say, oh, you need to work on your core for your back, that's a small change of part of it. That's not much. It's mostly the glutes. But tush, the bum, however you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, it's always the glute work, which we're going to get into right now. So, feet are flat, legs are bent. Lift the hips up. You can do this from the bed, no big deal. Right? You just tend to sink down through the feet. Make sure your knees are about hip to shoulder width apart. Find a good comfortable width for you. Lift up the hips as high as you can and squeeze the glutes together. Your tush, your bum. Squeeze, tighten it up, lift the hips as high as you can, and just hold it. Don't move, just hold. And so whether you're on the mattress or the ground, it's okay. You're still getting elevation, lifting the hips up as high as you can, and you're still trying to squeeze the glutes. So those two rules are always the same, whether you're on the mattress or on the floor. Doesn't matter. Squeeze the glutes, lift as high as you can, push through the heels. And remember to breathe. Nice and easy, come down. Relax. Do a little shifting side to side. Both legs are tilting side to side now, just moving back and forth. We're just giving our glutes a little bit of a break. And we're going to get right back into it again. Tuck in the feet. You can see my feet are pretty close to my glutes to start off with. I can actually touch my heel with my fingers. That I have long arms up. And lift. And so what that does is it gets my feet in alignment, and almost a closer alignment below my knees. Not quite below my knees, but fairly close. My heels might be a little bit out in front of my knees, but not by much. In other words, your feet shouldn't be all the way out, extended. That's focusing more on the hamstrings. We don't want to work on that. We want to keep the hips up by bringing the feet in, pushing through the heels, lifting and squeezing the bum, the glutes, the tush. So the glutes, like I said, the powerhouse to our body, they help strengthen the lower back. Right? This glute muscle is in fact connected to all those lower back muscles, the erector spinae and the quadratus lumborum. That quadratus lumborum is a deep, deep low back muscle that is below the erector spinae. And they're connected, don't get me wrong. It's like the psoas is connected to our rectus abdominis, right? That's around the spine, and that's a deep core muscle too. So all these interconnecting deep muscle parts helping each other out, but this is a big time move to help our lower back. Continue to stay up there. Don't take a break. If you did take a break, then get right back into it, and we're going to keep working. If you start to feel this in your lower back, that's fine. You're working your lower back. We know this because we're working on our glutes. We are doing this move to strengthen our glutes and to support our lower back. So if you start to feel it in your lower back, it is part of the process. It is part of this exercise. And now you can make the mind-body connection. now you can understand how the glutes are connected to your lower back. Because like I said, this is a glute exercise. But the glutes are working so hard that now it's starting to recruit your lower back. So that's the play on the body. Coming down, take a break. And just a little mind-body connection. That's all I wanted to establish there. We're done with that. Moving on. Hamstrings. One leg up. Other leg is bent or straight. Really, whatever you want to do with this other leg. I like to keep it straight as I grab my leg and I pull in. Now, if you have a belt or a yoga strap or even a large towel, you can wrap that towel, belt, strap around the bottom of your foot, and then you're holding on to each end of that belt. And so from here, your leg is straight, and then you're pulling in. Now, if you notice that your hands are really getting close to your body and your arms are bent a lot, I would recommend adjusting your hands and reaching up a little higher. It's a little less tension and effort with your arms. So your arms don't get tired before you're able to get a good stretch in your hamstring. So if you don't have a belt or a towel, you can just physically grab onto your leg. If you have pants, you can grab your pants. So there's so many options. So now you can see I'm really able to bring in my leg because my bottom leg, my down leg, is actually giving me a little bit of support and lift. And it's easier for me to do this stretch when this leg is closer to me. So by lifting my glute a little bit and using this down leg to help me, I'm able to get a deeper stretch. But this is only if you don't have the belt. You don't need to worry about this. I'm demonstrating this if you're grabbing the leg. If you're holding onto the belt, you keep doing what you're doing. I'm just demonstrating the other alternative because there's so many options. There's so many props and tools that you can use from your own. You just have to get creative a little bit. Think outside the box. But you can make anything happen, really. All right, relax. So the hamstrings connected to the glutes, connected into the pelvis as well. So they're, again, those are all connected there. Other leg, you're either getting the belt around the bottom of the foot or you're grabbing, whatever works. The other leg, again, whatever, depending on what you're doing. Whether you're using the belt or you're grabbing the pants or the legs, I mean, it really depends on the stretch that you're doing. And you kind of have to figure it out on your own and see what you can do based on your body, based on your flexibility. This is a big time hamstring move, right? Really feeling the back of that leg, the behind the thighs. So it really looks like I'm especially flexible, but no, I'm getting support and lift through my glutes. I'm giving myself a little leverage. Because if I were to drop the hips and glutes and leg, this is actually where my flexibility is. 90 degrees is good. That's average, right? 45, not so good. Just means that you're not flexible, not very flexible. And then as you get into the 65, 70 range, that's getting better, right? So you continue to work on it. Moving on. Let's go to that other leg again. For this one, I'm going to use my strap. We're going to do the hamstrings one more time. Hamstrings are out of all of them, pretty widely ignored. So we're going to focus on the hamstrings. So you can see now with my leg down and just using the belt, this is the 90-degree angle that you want to get in a hamstring stretch. If you can get a little more than that, great. But it's up to you. Don't force the stretch. Do what you can. Nice and smooth, nice and easy. Take your time. switch legs. Same thing. What's the time? Oh, we have about 5 minutes. Perfect. Perfect timing because we're going to do the calves next. So, again, around the middle of your foot, around the arch, on the other leg, holding on, set up your body, nice and easy, breathe, do what you can, don't force it. All right, moving on. So you're gonna definitely need a strap or a towel, a belt for this one, for the calves, because we're gonna set it up almost in the same way that we did for the hamstrings. But now, instead of setting up the foot or the strap around the arch of the foot, you're gonna get it around the toes or the ball of the foot. So above your arch. Not quite on the arch, you're on the ball of the big foot, or the big ball by the big toe, and then going across those knuckles, the underside of those knuckles, to the other side. So you're not on the arch anymore. What you're trying to do, if you can keep your legs straight, the hamstring, don't worry about so much the hamstring stretch. I just want you to focus on relaxing your calf and your ankle so that you can pull your foot in towards your shin and force out the heel. Now you may need to adjust the strap and the belt a couple of times, and that's okay. Play with it, figure it out. Once you're able to get it, you want to lock out your leg, and you actually want to have your leg angled down away from you, and focus on pulling the foot and relaxing your ankle, relax your calf. Don't fight this stretch with your lower leg. So your foot needs to be relaxed, the ankle needs to be relaxed, and then you're pulling right around those knuckles underneath the foot. And you should feel some stretching going on in the back of your leg. Nice and easy, other side. Now, yeah, your hands are going to work quite a bit to have to hold on. So a little bit of grip strength is going on there. That's okay. Just take a little break, move those hands around a little, and then go to the other side. And then get set up. Same thing, straighten out the leg, lower it down towards the floor. Try to relax your calf, your ankle, your foot, and just try to bring those toes in towards the shin, or towards your body, or towards the strap, however you want to think about it. But let those toes come in towards you, and you're forcing out the heel. You're pushing and extending out through the heel, the toes are coming in. Leg is straight. All right. Relax. Completely relax. Not let go of everything. Relax your arms. Relax your hands. Legs are straight. Arms are straight. We're going to go through a little sequence with your body. So close your eyes. Relax your body. Start with your fingers and your toes. Relax the fingers, relax your toes, relax your feet and your hands. Let go of all the tension in the feet and the hands. Now the forearms and arms, the calves, the legs, start to relax your shoulders. Let your shoulders go down and sink into the mat. Let your glutes and your hips just relax and sink into the mat. The back of your head, relax. Sinking into the mat. No tension in your neck. And now focus on your breathing. Breathe in deeply, long, big inhale for about 4 seconds. And a big, long exhale for 4 seconds. And repeat that. Keep the long breaths going. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Big deep breath in. Big deep breath out. And relax. Start to move your feet, hands, fingers a little bit. Start to move around slowly. And we're all done. Take a nap. That's it. Oh my God. I'm not going back to work. I'm done. Okay, we're all done. Bravo. Good job. Drink some water. Great work.